No, this isn't Siempre Lo Mismo, Siempre en Domingo. This is Big Papa's Inc., and I'm here to give out predictions for this week. This last week, I ended up, oh, there goes my mustache. I'll be selling it on eBay later on tonight. Last week I ended up 2-4, not the greatest thing, but I'm still in first place because my competition only got 2-4 as well. So I'm still in a good place. And what happened, first of all, why the getup? Why am I dressed like a mariachi? Well, the 16th is Mexican Independence Day. It's not the 5th of May, it's not Cinco de Mayo, it's the 16th, so we're here to educate as well as predict scores. What else is going on this week? Obama put forth his jobs plan, there's big Republican debate, but all that pales into comparison with the fact that football is back, and we had some great performances. We saw the longest field goal tied, Janikowski, 63-yarder, tied with Elam and also Dempsey. And actually, I'm really proud to say I've now seen all three 63-yarder field goals. Not live, obviously, but on television. I wasn't there, but I saw it live watching the game. Some great performance. Brady with over 500 yards, like 4 or 5 guys with over 400 yards. I think everyone threw for at least 300 yards. Even Cam Newton got up there. So it was a good week for football. If you're a football fan, you're happy, and I am very happy. Now, let's take a look at what we're going to look at for this week with our fantasy league. It's pretty hard to tell. Last week we went by names. This week I was going to go by looking at who won their games, but unfortunately all of the winners play the winners and the losers play the losers. So here's my predictions for this week. I got my magic paper here that's going to tell us. Let's start here with the Norwegian Legion against Juicy Lucy. Well, both won, but Juicy Lucy scored more points. I think Juicy Lucy will carry the day. Norwegian Legion will end up 1-1. The Chubby Ninjas probably had the worst performance of the whole league. They only had 56 points, and gee, I could have scored that many points just on my own. They'll be playing Big D, and I think Big D will win. 19-0 proved that it's already 0-1. And they're going to be 0-2 at the end of this week because Wynham Dynam 49 is going to step into the win column. Cutlers Butlers, this is the toughest pick of the week because they're within a point and a half of each other. But I think Cutlers Butlers is going to pull it out. They will end up 2-0, and Kapapiti Beavers is going to end up with one on the loss column. Victoria's Secret, I still can't get that image of those football players in lingerie. They will. I have to, well, no, you know what? I'm going to go with the Mariachis because it's the 16th of September. We're going to pick the Mariachis to win. Far Footlongs will beat the Big Onions. Although the Big Onions proved that they did have the Big Onions, and so they're doing all right. Good job, Danny. And that's my picks for this week.
Good evening, everyone. This is week 2 of fantasy football. This is Big Mama Shauna, oh, not big, old Mama Shauna, with my predictions. Now, I'm not as knowledgeable about football as others, but there's a part of football that I do recognize and understand that some people forget about, and that is personal hygiene and hairdos. Today, we're going to predict by who has the best personal hygiene and the best hairdo. Now, I randomly went through each team and picked a player. And now we're going to go with that. Okay, this week we have Drew Brees. Drew Brees with the Beavers versus D'Angelo Williams on Cutler's Butler. Now, let's look here. Drew Brees. Okay. Here we have balding. Trying to hide the balding, bad, and he looks like he stinks. Here we have D'Angelo Williams. Now, he's got a nice look to him, and he looks like he smells really well. So, out with Brees, in with Williams. So, we've got Cutler's Butler, the first win. Next, we have the Chubby Ninjas versus Big D. Vince Jackson versus Marshawn Lynch. Okay, let's talk this. Has anyone watched Predator? Does he look like Predator or the worst mugshot? Don't meet this guy in the alley? No, no. Out, out, out. Here we have a clean cut. We're going with Vince Jackson with the Ninjas. Oops, sorry. I'm not as good at this as I thought. Okay, now this is probably the hardest one for me of all to pick. Because here we have, with Victoria's Secret, Jamal Charles. What is this? This is a dreadlock wannabe? Or, I don't know, or it looks like a Raggedy Ann doll? Something. I don't know. But then you have Ben Jarvis Green Ellis. He can't even pick a name. Is it Ben? Is it Jarvis? Is it Green? Is it Ellis? He has 2 full names he could pick. And then he can't decide on a hairdo. You've got your little fluff. Is he trying to hide a bald spot? You've got right here a Star Wars little Jedi Knight thing. This one's the hardest for me to pick because both of them are just bad dudes. So I think for this time I'm just going to pick this funny one right here. So I'll pick Jamal Charles and out with this. He's too undecisive for me. Okay, Wine 'em Dine 'em and versus 19-0. Now with Wine 'em Dine 'em, we've got Steve Johnson here. Well, that's not the best do. And Mike Williams here. Now, this is like, why would you wear this do when you have a helmet and people can grab your hair? It's like chasing the girls in 7th grade, or in grade school, isn't it? So I am picking Mike Williams, and out with this. Okay. Juicy Lucy versus Norwegian Legion. Okay. He looks like he stinks Wes Wilker. And what a doof. What kind of smile is that? But then on the other hand, you have, what is this? Does this not look like the Uruk-hai in the white hand of Saruman? Yeah. So, no, he's out. Doofy's in. So I pick Juicy Lucy. Last but not least, we have the Big Onion versus $5 footlongs. Okay, for Big Onion, we've got Nat Schaub, and then we have for $5 Roddy White. Hey, well, let's just face it. This is just one big doofball looking guy. What's this, a wannabe mullet? And this is like the perfect do that you've had done at the hairdresser, but he looks too doofy. So he's out, and we're picking Roddy White. And there you have it this week. Those are my picks. And once again, I just want everyone to know, they should have personal pride in their hygiene and in their looks, hair included. So this week we're picking on hair and hygiene, and I hope I win. And there you have it. See you next week with another wonderful way to predict.